Well, I brought my engagement ring, which was given to me about 35 years ago, I guess. My fiancé and I were trying to decide what kind of ring to get, and he very generously offered to take me to New York City. So we went to New York and went to meet an elderly gentleman who sold stones, and out of his safe.
What draws attention to this ring is the striking color of its diamond, a rare natural yellow stone that immediately sets it apart from traditional white diamonds. Weighing just under 3.4 carats, the diamond is cut in a modern round brilliant style, a form designed to maximize light performance while intensifying color. Its hue is rich and saturated, falling within the upper range of yellow diamond classification and historically graded as fancy intense yellow. In the hierarchy of colored diamonds, this grade represents a level of color strength surpassed only by fancy vivid and fancy deep. Although grading standards have evolved since the 1970s, the depth and purity of the color indicate that the stone would remain highly ranked today. The diamond also displays very good clarity, allowing light to pass cleanly through the stone and enhancing both brilliance and color. The combination of strong natural color, substantial size, and refined cut makes this diamond an exceptional example of a colored stone, prized for both its visual impact and gemological significance.
If it were to grade, again, a fancy intense or better natural yellow diamond, I could easily see this selling for about $140,000 to $160,000.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I just can't even believe that.
It's a really beautiful stone. It's a really special stone.
Oh, I can't believe it. I'm not going to be able to get up out of my chair.
It belonged to my great-great-grandmother. I don't think it was an engagement ring because I think back in those days, and she died in 1912, that they weren't given engagement rings. I have a portrait of her and she has her wedding ring on, but this ring is not there.
This platinum, diamond, and sapphire ring is best attributed to the Edwardian period, likely created around the turn of the 20th century, shortly before 1912. The design reflects the refined elegance of the era, with a delicate platinum setting enhanced by fine milligrain details, tiny beaded edges that add subtle sparkle and texture. At the center sits a luminous oval cut sapphire, flanked by two old European cut diamonds, a diamond cut that was characteristic of Edwardian jewelry and prized for its soft brilliance. The sapphire is the defining element of the ring. In the early 1900s, the most highly regarded sapphires were sourced from Kashmir and Burma. Kashmir sapphires, discovered after a landslide in northern India in the 1880s, are legendary for their rich, velvety blue color and exceptional depth. The mines were active for only a brief period, making these stones extremely rare today. While definitive identification requires laboratory testing, the color, glow, and overall quality of the sapphire strongly suggest a Kashmir origin, with Burmese sapphire as the closest alternative. Combined with its Edwardian craftsmanship and harmonious proportions, this ring represents a rare and highly accomplished example of early 20th century high jewelry.
If it is just a Burmese sapphire, I would say that the value for this at auction today would be somewhere between $40,000 to $60,000.
Okay, it kind of shocks me.
And if it is indeed a Kashmir sapphire, which I feel pretty confident it is, at auction I think we're looking at somewhere between $100,000 and $150,000.
Oh, wow, okay.
I hope that you do continue to wear it because a sapphire like this really does deserve to be seen.
Yes, it does.
My grandfather owned a jewelry store in a real small mining town, and it was a jewelry store slash pawn shop slash sporting goods store.
Are you mining diamonds by any chance?
No, the town mined Millennium. It was in Leadville, Colorado. He passed away 10 years ago, And this is one of the pieces that was in all of the things that he left for me.
This is an Asscher-cut diamond ring whose origin is revealed through the presence of a maker's mark and the distinctive features of its construction. The mark inside the ring identifies it as the work of Burke's, a reputable Canadian jewelry firm active in the early 20th century. The ring is crafted in platinum and features finely pierced openwork and diamond-set shoulders, details that are closely associated with jewelry made between 1915 and 1920. At the center is an Asscher-cut diamond weighing just over 5 carats, a rare and highly prized cut known for its square outline, deep step facets, and architectural clarity. The diamond is graded G in color with VVS2 clarity, indicating an exceptionally clean stone of high quality. Asscher-cut diamonds of this size and quality are seldom encountered. The combination of the maker's mark, platinum workmanship, and stylistic details firmly places the ring within the refined tradition of early 20th century jewelry.
If you were to walk into a retail store today and try and purchase a ring like this, it would easily cost you $165,000 to $175,000.
Really? Okay.
This was my mother's ring. This is from her second marriage. She was married to a man from Beverly Hills, and she met him in San Antonio. And within a couple of weeks, I think they eloped. I think it was just a couple of weeks of knowing each other. And when she came back, they went on a trip to Beverly Hills, where he had a home there as well as in San Antonio.
This ring dates to the early 1970s and features a classic emerald-cut diamond, a style that first gained popularity in the 1920s for its clean, architectural appearance. Unlike round, brilliant cuts, the emerald cut relies on long step facets and linear planes that emphasize clarity rather than sparkle, making the quality of the stone immediately apparent. The center diamond weighs slightly over 5 carats and displays exceptional clarity, with virtually no visible inclusions to the naked eye, a rarity even among high-quality diamonds. Its color appears relatively white, consistent with stones selected for luxury jewelry of this caliber. The diamond is set in a traditional 4-prong platinum mounting, flanked on each side by tapered baguette diamonds that enhance the ring's elegant, balanced proportions. Although the ring is no longer signed, original documentation confirms it was sold by Van Cleef and Arpels, one of the most prestigious jewelry houses of the 20th century. The signature was likely removed during resizing, a common occurrence when adjustments are made to platinum bands.
1973, and how much was it then?
$20,500.
Okay. Well, it's gone up a little bit since then. Do you have any idea what he paid for it?
No. Just from the appraisal in 73, it could have been close to that amount.
Okay, so close to the 20,000.
Close to the 20,000.
Yes.
I'm just guessing though.
If this were at auction, would probably estimate it 80 to 120,000. And if you were going to insure it, I'd probably recommend insuring it around $140,000.
Oh, great. Well, that's a fantastic. That's nice.
Exactly. Yeah, the Denny Diamond's doing well.
I'll have to get some insurance on it. Thank you.
About 20 years ago, my husband and I were in New Orleans, and I love the auction houses, and we happened to walk by, and I saw a baroness was having a bunch of her pieces being auctioned off. I saw that ring, and I knew it was mine. And when I found out it was from a baroness, well, that even made it more special to me. And I decided before purchasing it to have an appraiser come and take a look at it, and they had a list of appraisers that would come to the shop and look. And the particular guy I chose decided he wanted to purchase it from the auction house right in front of me while he was there being paid by me to look at this ring.
This ring makes an immediate impression through its scale, balance, and refined craftsmanship. At its center is a large European cut diamond, an antique cutting style favored before the modern brilliant cut. giving the stone a broad face and a softer, more romantic brilliance. Based on measurements taken while the diamond remains in its setting, the stone weighs approximately 5.8 carats. It displays a gentle warmth in tone, estimated around K color, which is typical of many large historic diamonds. Inclusions are extremely difficult to locate, and the clarity is conservatively assessed at VS2, with the possibility that the true grade may be higher. The European cut emphasizes depth and glow rather than sharp scintillation, contributing to the diamond's elegant and timeless character. The diamond is mounted in a substantial, well-constructed setting that securely supports the stone while allowing it to dominate the design visually. The proportions of the mounting complement the size of the diamond, creating a harmonious and confident overall appearance.
Should I quit working in my garden with it?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Retail value on the diamond, we're looking at $130,000.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my gosh, really?
And the setting adds another $8,000.
That's unreal. I really got a good deal. I guess that's why the guy wanted to buy it out from under me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very much.
Well, we have here a ring that was originally purchased by my dad's boss for his first wife in the 1950s. Unfortunately, she passed away, and he gave it to his second wife. She chose to sell it, and she offered my parents the ring. My dad misunderstood the price, and so when she came to deliver the ring and pick up the check.
This ring was manufactured in the United States during the 1950s, a period when bold diamond jewelry became increasingly popular. It is constructed with a 14-karat yellow gold shank and a platinum top, a common mid-century combination designed to enhance the brilliance and color of the stone. The centerpiece is a rare, round yellow diamond, colored by trace amounts of nitrogen incorporated during its formation under extreme heat and pressure. Unlike most yellow diamonds, which are often cut in fancy shapes, the round cut makes this stone particularly unusual. Based on visual assessment in the mounting, the color is best described as fancy yellow, with the potential to grade even higher if examined loose by a laboratory. The diamond measures approximately 12.8 millimeters in diameter and 7.8 millimeters in depth, yielding an estimated weight of 7.85 carats, possibly reaching 8 carats. Clarity is assessed at least VS2, with no fluorescence under ultraviolet light. While smaller accent diamonds surround the setting, the overwhelming value and significance of the ring rest in its exceptional central stone.
All bets are off, and the ring could be $100,000 to $150,000.
Wow.
And that's at auction.
Do the diamonds around it add into the value of it?
Well, there's another carat of diamonds there. The fact of the matter is there's probably about $1,000 in the mounting.
Okay.
It's all about the diamond right now.
Right, okay. Wow, okay.
It was my grandmother's ring that she bought in 1935. Her diary, I have an entry that she purchased it in Bangkok, Siam, which is now Thailand. But I don't know if that was the stone or the setting that she purchased then, because I also have some family lore that she maybe got it in Ceylon, which is now Sri Lanka. That part is one of my question marks, as is the actual setting, which I know is platinum.
The ring was appraised as early as 1951, and later laboratory verification confirmed that the center stone is a natural sapphire. Particularly significant is a GIA report issued in 1969, among the earliest colored stone certifications in the United States, which records the stone's dimensions rather than its weight. Based on those measurements, the sapphire is estimated to weigh over 15 carats. This is an exceptional size, especially for an emerald cut, a demanding cut for sapphire that requires high-quality rough to achieve clarity and brilliance. The sapphire is set in a platinum mounting that is unmistakably American Art Deco, dating to the mid-1000 930 seconds. Its strong geometric lines and stepped shoulders reflect the architectural style of the period, often compared to the Chrysler Building. The mounting contains no additional diamonds, allowing the stone to stand entirely on its own. At present, the geographic origin of the sapphire cannot be definitively determined without a country of origin report. If the stone proves to be from Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon, comparable sapphires are valued at approximately $10,000 per carat. If it is of Burmese origin, values rise to around $20,000 per carat. Should it be identified as a Kashmir sapphire, considered the rarest and most desirable, values can reach as high as $50,000 per carat.
You're looking at 50,000 a carat. So this ring, the lowest value at auction is $150,000 to $250,000.
Oh my gosh.
If it's a Burma, you're at $300,000. If it's a cashmere, you're at $750,000. So, are you wearing it?
I guess I would have to have a very special occasion to put that on, but wow.
Well, I think you're a lucky gal.
Wow.
This is a fabulous ring, fabulous stone.
Well, this ring belonged to my grandmother, and she purchased it from one Emily von Blankendorf in 1935 for $500. And the idea was Emily had fallen on hard times and she needed some money, and my grandmother was able to help her out with the idea that she could buy the ring back when she got back on her feet again. Eventually, I found a letter that said, "My star has fallen and it will never happen. So the ring is yours to keep for good."
This ring dates to the mid-1930s and represents a rare blend of European gemstone heritage and American jewelry design. While the setting is American, the sapphire is believed to have originated in Europe and was likely reset in the United States during the Great Depression. The center stone is a remarkable purple sapphire, estimated at roughly 12 to 13 carats based on its depth and proportions. A key feature of this sapphire is the strong indication that it has not been heat-treated. The visible silk inclusions inside the stone suggest natural formation without modern enhancement, a quality highly valued by collectors. Sapphires are denser than diamonds, which explains the substantial presence of the stone when worn. The cut is well balanced, allowing the purple color to appear rich and vibrant, while the small surrounding diamonds serve to frame and emphasize the sapphire rather than compete with it.
Untreated, potentially, strongly potentially untreated purple sapphire of this quality of cut, this quality of clarity. As a retail price, this piece of jewelry can be worth between $60,000 and $120,000.
My goodness.
I brought this diamond and sapphire ring that belonged probably to my husband's grandmother, probably from the early 1900s, but I really don't have much history about it. I just think it's a really beautiful ring, and I've usually in the past only worn it like if I was getting really dressed up, going to an occasion.
The ring is identified as an early 20th century piece, dating to around 1925, based on its design and craftsmanship. At its center is a sapphire weighing approximately 3.65 carats, displaying a rich royal blue color that is highly desirable in fine jewelry. Although the stone shows minor wear consistent with age, its color remains strong, and repolishing could further enhance its appearance. Flanking the sapphire are two antique-cut pear-shaped diamonds, each about 0.75 carats, providing balance and elegance. Beneath the center stone, the gallery is decorated with intricate milligraining and filigree work, set with old European cut diamonds totaling around 0.65 carats. These details reflect the high level of craftsmanship typical of the period. A key discovery is the partially worn signature inside the band, identifying the ring as a creation of Tiffany and Company. During this era, Tiffany was known for using exceptional materials and producing jewelry of the highest quality. The sapphire is believed to possibly originate from Burma, a source famous for fine sapphires, though laboratory certification would be required to confirm its origin and any treatments.
You can only have that information made certain by a certification from a laboratory.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be important to have that done. And then they would also tell us if the stone has been treated at all. Without knowing exactly what it is, but assuming that it's probably Burma, conservatively at auction, this ring is in the neighborhood of $30,000 to $50,000.
Oh, my goodness, wow.
So you absolutely want to have that extra homework done.
Right,
And probably want to have it insured if you're going to wear it, because the insurance could be upwards of $100,000.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It was left to me by my mother, from her mother.
Do you wear it?
Not often.
Not often. Do you think it's real?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been told that.
You've been told it's real. Okay. Well, you know what? You were told correctly. The original cut was around 1902 by a man named Joseph Asscher. He invented this particular cut.
Asscher-cut diamonds were highly fashionable during the 1920s and 1930s, later falling out of favor before returning as one of the most desirable diamond cuts today. The defining feature of this ring is its yellow diamond. Once referred to as a canary diamond, modern gemology instead evaluates such stones by color intensity. The deeper and more saturated the yellow, the rarer and more valuable the diamond. Because the stone remains mounted, its exact color grade cannot be confirmed, but the visible saturation suggests a higher intensity category. The diamond is estimated to weigh approximately 3.2 to 3.25 carats, a notably rare size for a yellow Asscher-cut. It is set in a delicately pierced platinum mounting, likely dating to the 1930s. Although the maker is unknown, the refined craftsmanship and materials indicate a high-quality piece, possibly originating from New York City.
And that makes it quite valuable. And I'm going to be very conservative. I would say at auction today, $75,000 to $100,000.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. And I'm being conservative. Are you surprised?
Yes, shocked. I can't, well, I'm not going to wear it.
Why not? Wear it.
Because I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. Oh, that's
Where am
so
I going to wear it?
great.
To the grocery store.
It's an inherited family heirloom from my mother-in-law. I opened the box with this and it was such a gorgeous emerald. I mean, it just really caught my eye, and I've been wearing it. I love it. And I'm very fortunate that my husband is an only child because he can't wear it.
This ring is a refined example of Art Deco jewelry from the late 1920s to early 1930s, a period known for strong geometry, symmetry, and elegant craftsmanship. Although the piece bears no hallmarks, its overall construction and design strongly suggest American origin. At the center is a remarkable emerald cut in a sugarloaf style, shaped as a smooth, domed pyramid. This cut was chosen to emphasize color rather than brilliance, and the stone displays a rich, saturated green typical of high-quality Colombian emeralds. Its clarity and depth of color place it among what specialists describe as top crystal material. The emerald is framed by unusually long diamond baguettes, including pointed bullet-shaped stones that reinforce the linear Art Deco aesthetic. Additional hexagonal cut diamonds add a subtle architectural rhythm, echoing the domed form of the center stone. Together, the exceptional emerald, inventive diamond cuts, and balanced Art Deco design make this ring a highly desirable collector's piece from the period.
In the right conditions, at auction, would bring anywhere between $70,000 and $90,000.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
That's why I'm really glad you didn't break it apart.
Oh, there's no way! Oh my gosh, Peter, thank you so much.
Thank you for bringing this great Art Deco emerald ring into the roadshow today. It
I'm
really
afraid
is
to wear
special.
it now.
No, enjoy it. That's what your mother-in-law would have wanted.
Right, she would have.
My grandmother bought it many, many years ago. I've been keeping it in the bottom of my sock drawer. My husband finally said that he thought it probably deserved to be in the safe deposit box, so that's where it's been recently.
The ring is distinguished first by its center stone, a yellow diamond cut in the old mine style, a form commonly used in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Unlike modern round brilliant cuts, the old mine cut has fewer, larger facets, which create broad flashes of fire and a lively play of color within the stone. In this example, the cut enhances the diamond's natural warmth while still allowing exceptional brilliance. The center stone weighs approximately 6.5 carats, a substantial size that immediately places the ring among high-quality antique jewels. Equally important is the setting. Rather than using yellow gold to intensify the diamond's color, the stone is mounted in a platinum and diamond Edwardian setting. This choice softens and refines the yellow tone, creating an elegant contrast that highlights both the diamond and the craftsmanship. The airy, delicate structure and fine detailing are characteristic of Edwardian design, and the ring was most likely made in the United States.
If it were a piece that were to come into auction, you're looking at an auction estimate of about $70,000 to about $90,000.
Oh my!
It's stunning.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Oh my!
Thank you for bringing it in.
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions?
Do you have a tissue?
Unfortunately, no. I'm so sorry.
Oh my!
Enjoy it and put it in the vault.
Yes, ma'am. It was my uncle's. He was a career Army officer. He enlisted at the beginning of World War II, and he stayed in until 1961. He loved this. He wore it a lot, and he never married, never had children, so it was part of his estate, and his sister gave me all of the jewelry that he had. So that's when this came to me.
And where was he stationed overseas?
When encountering a jade ring, it is immediately associated with exceptional craftsmanship from overseas, most notably China or Japan, where jade has long been revered as a gemstone of great cultural and material significance. In East Asian traditions, jade holds a status comparable to diamonds in the Western world, valued for both its beauty and durability. This ring features a jade stone cut in a cabochon form, meaning it is unfaceted, which is the traditional and appropriate cut for jade. The stone displays a rich green color that appears largely even, though when examined under light, subtle areas of lighter tone become visible. These natural variations suggest quality jade, though not the rarest, perfectly uniform grade. The most striking characteristic is its unusually large size, a feature seldom seen in jade rings and one that greatly enhances its importance. The mounting is crafted in 18-karat gold and bears Asian-style hallmarks that confirm the gold's purity. Both the style of the setting and the way the jade is cut indicate a production period likely ranging from the 1920s to the 1940s. While the jade appears consistent with stones from this era and shows no obvious signs of modern enhancement, definitive confirmation would require laboratory testing.
So, in the market today, I'm going to give you a range because it's very hard to pinpoint it because of the size. I would say you're looking at an auction evaluation of $60,000 to $80,000.
Wow, I think I'll have to raise my insurance rates.
This ring was once owned by my grandmother's first husband. His name was Harry Rich, and he was a magician and aerialist back in the teens and 20s. He actually died during the performance of one of his acts in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This was passed down through my grandmother and was worn by her second husband, actually, who had a son who's my father.
This ring dates to the early 1920s and is closely associated with Raymond-era American jewelry craftsmanship, a period when platinum was just beginning to replace gold as the preferred metal for high-end settings. The ring is mounted in platinum with an 8-prong construction, a choice that serves both aesthetic and structural purposes. This unusually secure setting suggests the ring was designed to be worn by a man, as it is notably large, heavy, and robust compared to typical engagement-style rings of the era. At its center is a round European-cut diamond weighing slightly over 7 carats. Earlier appraisals described the stone as a Cape diamond, a historical term used for diamonds with a faint yellow tint. However, closer modern analysis indicates the color saturation is strong enough to qualify as light fancy yellow, a significant reclassification that greatly enhances its rarity and desirability. The diamond is also described as very clean, further contributing to its quality.
I would put it somewhere between, at auction, $60,000 to $80,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, there is a slight chance that I may be wrong. What if the lab gave it a grade better than light fancy yellow and they gave it fancy yellow? That could increase the stone even more, to maybe $75,000 to $100,000. But right now, I feel very comfortable telling you $60,000 to $80,000 for this diamond.
Boy, that's wonderful. That's great.
We sold the houseboat the next day and bought this ring for my mother. And we used to always kid her saying, "Mama, you're wearing our houseboat." And we were just glad to have our mother safe and sound, you know. Daddy got this ring because he had a good friend. His name was Zappy, who his girlfriend was trying to get him to give her this ring. Zappy told Daddy, "I've got to sell this ring before this woman makes me marry her."
This ring is inseparably tied to a dramatic family story that transformed it into a symbol of survival and gratitude. In the 1980s, the owner's mother nearly drowned after falling into the Arkansas River when a strong undercurrent pulled her beneath the surface near Pine Bluff. Believing they were about to lose her, the family panicked until she was finally rescued. Deeply shaken by the incident, the father sold the family houseboat the very next day and purchased this ring as a powerful reminder of how close he had come to losing his wife. The ring itself came from one of the father's close friends, a man named Zappy. At the time, Zappy was eager to part with the ring, half joking that his girlfriend was pressuring him to give it to her and that he needed to sell it before she talked him into marriage. The father bought the ring from him the following day, and it became a symbol of gratitude and survival. Within the family, the ring was affectionately referred to as the houseboat, a name that captured both humor and relief at having their mother safely returned to them. Beyond its story, the ring is a finely made piece of mid-20th century jewelry. Crafted in platinum in the 1950s, likely in the United States, it features a substantial and comfortable mounting. At its center is a very clean, round, brilliant cut diamond weighing just under 3.5 carats, showing slight fluorescence that enhances its sparkle in sunlight. Surrounding round and baguette-cut diamonds are carefully graduated, giving the ring balance, brilliance, and enduring elegance.
So the ring has a total carat weight above 5 carats. A retail value today for this ring is in the range of $60,000 to $70,000.
Jeez, oh, Peto. Wow. Man, I better get some insurance on it.
It is an engagement ring from my husband.
I hope you said yes, right?
Oh, yes, I did.
Have you ever had the ring appraised before?
I have had the ring appraised. but the appraiser was uncertain about the actual price because of the origin. She was confusing it maybe with a Cartier and wasn't sure because of the markings.
This engagement ring stands out for its unconventional diamond shape and the refined design language of the early 20th century. At its center is an old European cut diamond with a form often described as a broad or fat pear, fuller and more voluptuous than classical pear cuts, giving the stone a soft yet striking presence. Measuring such a diamond is complex because of its hybrid proportions, but by formula it is estimated at approximately 5 carats, a substantial size for its period. The color lies between white and yellow, leaning toward a pale, warm tone that creates a sumptuous and alluring effect rather than sharp brilliance. The mounting bears the mark K and F and Company, a maker not associated with major European houses, indicating American manufacture, most likely in jewelry centers such as New York, Boston, or Philadelphia. The design is unmistakably Art Deco, characterized by sophistication, balance, and confident geometry, and is best dated to around 1920. Minor wear consistent with age is present, yet the ring remains remarkably well preserved, conveying the elegance, individuality, and aesthetic confidence typical of American Art Deco jewelry.
I think you're going to have to spend at least $55,000 to $65,000. I can't imagine. Yeah, and who would have it? You'd have to go to some fancy shop that carries esoteric, one-of-a-kind diamonds. You can't comp this out. So I would say a retail value is between $55,000 and $65,000.
That is incredible. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for bringing it in, and I love the photo. I love the whole feeling of it.
You're welcome.
This was my grandmother's, and my parents gave it to me probably 10 or 15 years ago.
Do you ever wear it?
Well, my family always asks me where's the ring? Mom, where's the ring? And I'll pull it out.
Yeah.
I don't wear it a whole lot.
Yeah.
It intimidates me.
It is a large stone. It's not a teeny tiny thing.
This ring is distinguished by a single large diamond rather than a cluster, giving it a strong and confident presence. The stone weighs approximately 5 carats and has proportions that specialists describe as slightly spready, meaning it is a bit shallow and therefore appears larger when viewed from above. Its broad, open facets produce a softer, more nuanced play of light than a modern round brilliant. Based on the cutting style and overall character, the diamond itself most likely dates to the 1920s or 1930s. The setting appears to be from a slightly later period, likely the 1940s to 1950s. There is no clear evidence that the stone was completely reset, but examination shows that an 18-karat gold layer had once been applied over the original platinum. This gilding was later removed, revealing the platinum underneath, a material commonly used for higher quality mounts and one that visually complements the diamond. In terms of grading, the stone falls around an M color on the GIA scale, showing a gentle warmth, yet it is notably clean, in the VS to VVS range, which contributes to its overall refinement and durability.
Today, I would say that an insurance value that would be more appropriate would probably be about $65,000.
No way.
Yeah.
$65,000?
Yeah, it's a very, very...
No wonder I've been nervous wearing it.
Yeah, you should...
I should be nervous.
But at the same time, jewelry is meant to be worn and enjoyed. So it's just a matter of really getting an insurance appraisal done.
Thank you.
My husband gave it to me 10 years ago for our anniversary. I know it's 11 carats of sapphire, 5 carats of diamond, in a platinum setting, and it's marked Cartier.
Okay, great. That's good basic information for it.
This sapphire and diamond ring is a signed Cartier piece, most likely created between the 1950s and 1970s, a period when the house was known for bold yet elegant gemstone designs. The centerpiece is an impressive pear-shaped blue sapphire weighing approximately 11 carats. Based on its vivid, bright cornflower blue color, the stone is strongly associated with Ceylon sapphires, originating from Sri Lanka, historically known as Ceylon, a source long prized for producing sapphires of exceptional clarity and color. Surrounding the sapphire are roughly 5 carats of pear-shaped and fancy-cut diamonds, all set in platinum. The diamond arrangement enhances the central stone without overwhelming it, a design approach consistent with Cartier's refined aesthetic. While the sapphire's exact origin would require laboratory certification, its color and character suggest a high-quality Ceylon stone.
I would say for auction purposes, you would be looking at an estimate of $40,000 to $60,000.
My gosh, I don't believe it.
It's
yeah, fantastic. It's
great.
Beautiful. Is that just for the sapphire or for the whole ring?
Well, the sapphire really dictates the value.
Okay.
But the fact that it is signed Cartier does help as well.
The ring belonged to my grandmother, who was born in, I think, 1895. I really don't know much about it. I did not know her very well. I only met her a couple of times during my life, and the ring came to my mother, and my mother wore it quite a bit. My mother never told me anything about it, so I just wear it. Never had it appraised. I was afraid that it might just be a piece of glass. But so I thought, well, I'll bring it and let's see what it is.
This ring is a refined example of early Art Deco jewelry from the 1920s, a period known for its clean geometry and enduring elegance. At its center is an emerald-cut diamond weighing approximately 3.3 carats, a cut prized for its architectural lines and understated brilliance. The stone displays an SI1 clarity, with minor inclusions visible under magnification, and an H color, placing it in the near colorless range and giving it a soft, balanced appearance. Flanking the center stone are 2 straight baguette diamonds, each measuring about 15 points, channels set in platinum bars that emphasize symmetry and restraint rather than ornament. The total diamond weight comes to roughly 3.6 carats. Although no maker's mark is present, the platinum stamp inside the shank strongly suggests American manufacture, most likely in New York, which was a major center of fine jewelry production at the time. The design has remained remarkably current, as this combination of emerald-cut diamond and baguette accents continues to be favored, confirming the ring's timeless character.
If this was to be offered at auction, I would estimate a value of $20,000 to $25,000.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. Oh, gosh. Yow. Whoa.
Are you okay?
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes, it's
oh, gee, that's great.
I would expect an insurance estimate of about $50,000. If you had to go out and replace it, I would expect to see that for insurance purposes.
Okay. That's more money than I ever thought.
My grandmother got married to my grandfather in 1935. My grandfather didn't have a lot of money, and it was right in the heart of the Great Depression. And he gave her a very, very small diamond in a large ring. She always vowed that she would get a larger diamond. Her father passed, and she had a bit of money. She saved up money for years, and she went to a jeweler in New York City and wanted the biggest diamond that she could possibly get for the amount of money that she had. That's what it is. What she told me was she was terribly embarrassed by her wedding ring. The ring was so small she didn't want to show her friends. So she ended up getting this, but she never showed this to anyone either.
This ring is centered on a substantial diamond weighing slightly over 3.5 carats, selected for visual presence rather than absolute colorlessness. The stone displays a gentle warmth, estimated in the K to L color range, combined with good clarity in the SI1 to SI2 range, with only minor inclusions visible near the edges. Its proportions and face-up size give the diamond a strong, confident appearance that was highly appreciated in mid-20th century jewelry. The diamond is mounted in a high-quality platinum setting typical of the late 1950s to early 1960s, a period when platinum was favored for its strength, durability, and refined look. The mounting is intentionally restrained, allowing the stone to dominate the design. On either side, small emerald-cut diamonds are set as accents. While modest in carat weight, these side stones add structure, symmetry, and a sense of importance, enhancing the overall presence of the ring without competing with the center diamond.
But most of the value is in the stone itself. We estimate that a retail value is probably at least $40,000.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea. I had no idea. This is the one big thing she wanted in life. And, wow. Wow. I'm shocked, beyond shocked. Oh, she was so good to me and my mom. I can't believe it. It's like she's still up there looking out for us.
It was in some items that came from my great aunt, who was kind of a unique individual, and she loved to go to sales and collect stuff, and we loved her. She died when I was a teenager, and she left an apartment near the cathedral in St. Paul just full of stuff. And I took some of her things because a lot of people said it's just junk. And one of the things I took was an old sewing machine. It sat in my house for a long time, and in the drawer was like a muslin bag. It had pieces for the sewing machine in it.
From the first glance at the ring, its immaculate condition suggests that it was rarely, if ever, worn, a quality that immediately distinguishes it among early 20th century jewelry. The sharply preserved mill graining around the three diamonds remains crisp and intact, supporting a date of approximately 1910 to 1915. Crafted entirely in platinum, the ring reflects a period when this metal was favored for its durability and refined elegance. At the center is a diamond weighing about 2.5 carats, flanked by two side stones of roughly 1 carat each, creating a balanced and confident three-stone composition. While the diamonds show noticeable inclusions, consistent with Si1 to Si2 clarity, their color is notably high, falling around G to H on the grading scale, which gives them a bright, white appearance. As a vintage platinum ring from the early modern era of fine jewelry, the piece combines historical character with enduring visual appeal.
Because this is a vintage ring, it's quite desirable. I would say an auction estimate would be conservatively set at $30,000 to $50,000.
Wow, who knew? Laying in the bottom of the bag.
I inherited the ring from my grandmother, and she received it as a gift from my grandfather. She passed away about 3 years ago.
And you got it?
And I got the ring. It's just a beautiful piece. I know she treasured it.
Now, you know it's a diamond engagement ring.
Yes.
Right?
This is a diamond engagement ring featuring a square step-cut stone set in a platinum mounting rooted firmly in the Art Deco tradition. Although acquired after the Second World War, the ring's design language reflects the enduring influence of Deco aesthetics, particularly in its clean geometry and balanced proportions. The central diamond is a square cut with trimmed corners, a form historically referred to as a square or emerald style, but more recently known in modern terminology as an Asscher or Asscher-cut. This shape emphasizes symmetry and clarity, qualities that have made it highly desirable both historically and today. Flanking the center stone are tapered baguette diamonds, a defining deco detail that reinforces the architectural precision of the design. The diamond itself is notably clean, showing no visible inclusions, and displays a white color, with an estimated weight of approximately 5 to 5.5 carats. Crafted in platinum, the ring exemplifies durability, refinement, and understated luxury. Its combination of a high-quality diamond, classic deco mounting, and timeless proportions.
Now, would you like to know how much your grandmother gave you? You do, huh? At auction. A ring like this could easily go anywhere from about $30,000 to maybe $45,000. If we get a clean certificate on it, it can go over $50,000. Okay? So
wow.
It belonged to my mother, and she bought it probably in the early 50s from Louisiana at a estate sale. She paid $1,000, and that's all I know.
Uh-huh. Did she wear it a lot?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, have you been wearing it?
No.
This ring is an American sapphire and diamond piece crafted in a classic traditional style. It is made in at least 14-karat yellow gold, with platinum-topped settings around the diamonds, a construction often used to enhance brilliance. The center stone is a substantial sapphire, calculated at approximately 12.25 carats, surrounded by old European cut diamonds, totaling about 6 to 6.5 carats. The sapphire displays visible silk, indicating it has not been heat-treated, which is an important quality factor. Even without a confirmed origin, the natural condition of the sapphire, its impressive size, and the refined workmanship make this ring a strong example of fine American jewelry.
Since 1951, sapphires have gone through several levels of popularity, and since 2011, sapphires have really hit the market and really taken off. So, without knowing its origin, a fair auction estimate is in the range of $30,000 to $40,000.
Oh my, how exciting.
My grandmother, when she passed away, left me all of her jewelry. I'm the only grandchild in the family, and she was quite a gal, and this was probably one of the most beautiful things that she left me.
And she was a model in New York?
She grew up in a farm in Weston, Connecticut, and then she went into New York, and at first she was a model for Stein and Blaine.
This ring was made by Tiffany and Company and dates to the Art Deco period of the 1920s, a time when the firm was at the height of its creative and technical excellence. The centerpiece is a Ceylon star sapphire, mined in what is now Sri Lanka, weighing approximately 25 carats. Stones of this size and quality are increasingly rare today, particularly those that display a well-defined six-pointed star known as asterism, which appears clearly when light strikes the surface. Originally, large star sapphires were more commonly worn by men as pinky rings. In response to growing demand from women, Tiffany designed refined settings that transformed these bold gemstones into elegant ladies' jewelry. This example is set entirely in platinum and surrounded by diamonds, including stones mounted beneath the sapphire in a hidden gallery. This technique, characteristic of the 1920s, enhanced brilliance without distracting from the dramatic center stone. The rich blue color, strong star effect, Tiffany craftsmanship, and Art Deco design together place this ring among the most desirable star sapphire jewels of its era.
And since it is a Deco period, all these things are pluses for it. A ring like that in today's market could easily be sold for somewhere in retail and $25,000 to $35,000.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. My children will be happy to know that.
Well, this ring is my inheritance from my parents, and the ring was actually bought at an estate sale back in the 40s or 50s by a couple that I considered surrogate grandparents. And when the wife of that couple died, my parents purchased it for $500 in the mid-70s.
What do you know about the ring? Have you ever had it appraised?
My parents had it appraised in the mid-70s. It was appraised at that time for right around $6,000. At that time, they called the cut of the diamond a mine cut, old mine cut.
This ring is a rare antique diamond jewel, dating to approximately 1900 to 1910, based on its construction, materials, and cutting style. It is crafted in a combination of platinum and yellow gold, a hallmark of early 20th century jewelry, and reflects what is known as the princess style, popular for showcasing prominent center stones. At the heart of the ring is an old European cut diamond, identifiable by its round shape and open cullet visible through the center. The diamond displays a rich, natural yellow color, best described as fancy, intense yellow rather than a lighter, fancy grade. Such color is entirely natural, as diamonds from this era were not artificially treated or enhanced. The surrounding diamonds are also antique cuts, totaling approximately 2.5 carats, and contribute both visual depth and historical integrity to the piece. Although the ring bears no maker's mark, its materials, craftsmanship, and design strongly indicate an early American or European origin. Today, the ring stands as a remarkably pure example of a natural colored diamond ring that has survived for more than a century.
If I were going to give you a value for replacing insurance, you're almost at $60,000 for this diamond. And the diamonds around it, we don't want to just throw them out. They're beautiful old cut stones. They're about 2.5 carats. I think the mounting alone is worth over $5,000. So I think insurance replacement in the market today with a certificate would be over $60,000
that's wonderful.
in the market. Without the certificate stating that it is natural, fancy, intense, you're at about $30,000. Big difference.
Yes.
I brought a ring that was in my family for many years. My great-great-grandfather immigrated to Milwaukee in 1864. He was 19 years old. He was an apprentice jeweler. He started a family there, but then moved to Chicago, where he opened a jewelry store. He had that for many years, I don't know how long. And this was from his jewelry store. It was given to my grandmother, who in turn gave it to my aunt. Aunt Betty was very close with our family. She would come to our house in Michigan, and she came for Sunday dinner, and she gave this to me when she was ill, or was getting older.
The object is a diamond ring composed of two closely matched stones, originating from an American jewelry tradition of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The diamonds are cut in the old European style, an earlier form of brilliant cutting characterized by rounded outlines, large facets, and open cullets, which were designed to maximize sparkle under natural light. Careful measurement shows that the two stones are exceptionally well matched, with one weighing approximately 2 carats and the other just slightly larger at about 2.05 carats, a pairing that is notably difficult to achieve. Their color falls within the H to I range, appearing essentially colorless to the eye, and both stones display a high level of clarity, contributing to strong brilliance. A small chip along the girdle of one diamond is present, consistent with age and wear, and could be corrected through polishing. While the diamonds themselves are consistent with cuts from the early 1900s, the mounting appears slightly later, suggesting that the stones were likely reset at some point. The pairing of two nearly identical old European cut diamonds highlights careful selection and skilled craftsmanship, giving the ring lasting rarity and visual harmony.
These two stones in a retail situation today would easily be about $15,000 each, so you're looking at $30,000 for the two diamonds.
That's remarkable news. Lovely, lovely.
A little more than $2,000.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much.
I bought it at auction, got it home, and I noticed it had a lot of sparkle. It was sold to me as a cubic zirconia in silver. So it really had a lot of fire. So I got under a microscope and started noticing little symbols on the outside of the shank.
What first defines this ring is the contrast between its modest initial appearance and the refined craftsmanship revealed through closer examination. Although it was originally believed to be set with cubic zirconia, the discovery of the French dog-head hallmark on the platinum shank firmly places its manufacture after 1912. When France adopted this mark for platinum jewelry, the setting itself becomes the key to understanding the piece. Rather than a single large stone, the ring is constructed around a central diamond of approximately 1.5 carats, surrounded by multiple smaller trapezoidal diamonds arranged in stepped formation. This clever design creates the visual impression of a much larger stone while producing an unusual and dynamic play of light. Technical testing confirms that all stones are genuine diamonds, not simulants. The use of platinum, combined with this composite stone construction, aligns closely with jewelry produced during the 1920s and 1930s, a period known for experimentation with geometric forms and optical effects.
It's a style of ring that could be as early as 1920s, 1930s. Altogether, given the carat weight, in a retail setting, I would say a conservative selling price would be in the $25,000 to $30,000 price range.
Amazing. Amazing. I am shocked and happy. This is great.
This ring belonged to my grandmother, and she passed away in 1981. Before that time, she was quite a fancy lady, loved to wear her rings and her blings, got her hair done every week, got her nails done, and put her rings on and went out. So when she passed away, I went through her closet, and in the pockets of her jackets, I found this ring wrapped in a little piece of tissue.
Based on its construction and stylistic details, the ring is believed to have been made in the 1920s and is most likely of American origin. At the center is an old European cut diamond weighing just under 3 carats, a cutting style typical of the early 20th century that emphasizes depth and fire rather than modern brilliance. Surrounding the center stone are additional old European cut diamonds combined with smaller single-cut diamonds, adding texture and visual richness to the design. One of the most distinctive features is the presence of 2 parallel rows of channel-set sapphires encircling the ring, creating strong color contrast and guiding the eye around the composition. Signs of long-term wear are visible, as several sapphires are missing. However, this type of damage is relatively minor, easily repairable, and does not significantly affect the overall value of the piece. Small cutout details along the shoulders further enhance movement and visual interest. Although the ring is unsigned, the quality of craftsmanship reflects careful design and skilled execution, characteristic of fine jewelry from this period.
And it's not marked at all, so
No.
we don't know who made it. I would insure this at $25,000.
$25,000. Okay, wow. Wow, that's a beautiful ring. $25,000. Okay. Wow. That's a beauty. Yeah. Jenny, gee whiz. Woo, Grandma, thank you.
It originally belonged to my great-grandmother who lived in Lincoln, Nebraska. My aunt ended up with it, and she unfortunately passed away, so then my dad got it, and then he passed it on to me about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, right before he passed away.
This ring centers on an Australian opal, more precisely, a bolder opal, identifiable by its vivid play of color on the surface and the natural brown ironstone matrix visible on the back. The ring was clearly designed to showcase the stone itself, treating it as the focal point of a wearable work of art. Along the shoulders appear palmette and leaf motifs inspired by ancient Egyptian art, a decorative language that strongly aligns with the Art Nouveau movement. Additional sculpted details beneath the setting reinforce the emphasis on organic forms and craftsmanship. The interior mark Marcus & Company identifies an American jeweler based in New York, active from the late 19th to the mid-20th century, and known for refined metalwork and enamel. Crafted in 14-karat gold, this ring represents a harmonious blend of natural gemstone beauty, artistic design, and early American jewelry production.
It's a fabulous jewel. This is a one-of-a-kind piece.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm just kind of speechless right now.
If this were to be appraised for insurance purposes, you would probably be looking anywhere $25,000 to $30,000.
Oh no, really?
Yes.
Okay, I need to put it someplace other than my drawer.
I brought in a box of jewelry from my grandmother that I got when she passed away back in 2020. We were in the hospital and she called me in and then she gave this to me before she died. She told me to put it up in somewhere safe, so I just put it in my closet and I kind of forgot about it. Until I heard I was going on the Antiques Roadshow, I wanted to bring it.
Is that when you told your parents?
Yes.
This group of rings represents a personal jewelry collection built up over many years rather than the work of a single designer. Based on materials and construction, most rings in the upper rows are made of genuine gold, primarily 10 and 14 karat, and set with real diamonds. Although several of the largest stones are cubic zirconia, the majority of the smaller diamonds are authentic, indicating that these were intended as fine jewelry, not costume pieces. The collection also features a wide range of colored gemstones, including blue topaz, sapphire, peridot, amethyst, citrine, ruby, emerald, and a cultured pearl, reflecting popular tastes across different decades. In terms of origin, the rings were produced in multiple regions. Some were manufactured in the United States, while others came from Asia, particularly China and Thailand, which was well known for colored stone jewelry. Stylistically and chronologically, the pieces date from roughly the mid-1960s through the mid-1980s, a period when fine gold jewelry and mass-produced gemstone rings existed side by side. Taken together, the collection illustrates a lifetime love of jewelry, combining sentimental meaning with notable intrinsic value.
I would say overall they range anywhere from the mid-1960s through the mid-1980s.
That's old.
That's old. If I add up what's here is $15,000 to $25,000. It's a lot of money. Your grandmother loved jewelry, no doubt about it.
Yes, she has a lot.
There's more?
Yes, I have a lot more at home.
Is it still being hidden?
Yes.
Have your mom and dad seen it yet?
Not yet.
All I know about it is it belonged to an aunt of my mom who had no children and so passed on her goodies to various nieces and nephews. She was a wealthy woman who traveled in Europe a great deal, and she was glamorous. So then it came to me, and I've always been fascinated with it.
And how long have you had the ring?
Probably since the 1950s.
This ring is a remarkable example of a Georgian heart, or sweetheart ring, originating from England and dating to the mid-19th century. Such rings were often associated with love or betrothal, symbolized by two hearts joined together. What makes this piece exceptional is its highly unusual decoration. Instead of conventional birthstones or portraits, the center features two miniature carved cameos, one in opal and the other in hardstone, depicting playful monkey faces. This whimsical subject matter is extremely rare in Georgian jewelry and suggests a bespoke commission. The heart motif is further framed by emeralds and rubies, while the reverse shows a finely fluted gold background, a hallmark of Georgian craftsmanship. The combination of rarity, humor, and refined handwork places this ring among the most distinctive examples of its period.
I'm the monkey's uncle. And so in terms of the replacement value, if you went into a very good estate jewelry shop, you could expect to pay close to $20,000 for this. I know. This is remarkable.
heavens.
This is one of the most interesting pieces I've seen in the Roadshow in a long time. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
It's monkey time.
I'm a little verklempt. I'll never wear it again.
Just be more careful when you wear it, that's all.
Well, my mother used to collect loose stones when she traveled around the world, and she was in Australia. And she decided she wanted to buy a black opal while she was there.
Do you happen to know how much your mother paid for the stone itself in Australia?
I have no idea.
The object is a ring set with a single black opal, a gemstone most closely associated with Australia, long regarded as the world's foremost source of fine opals. Black opals are valued more highly than white opals because their dark body tone allows internal colors to appear deeper and more vivid. This particular stone shows a gentle play of color rather than strong red or orange flashes, giving it a refined and understated beauty. The opal is mounted in a ballerina setting, characterized by softly undulating lines of small diamonds that radiate outward and evoke the movement of a ballet tutu. This style became popular from the 1960s through the 1970s and into the early 1980s. Fine detail work and flowing lines give the ring a sense of elegance and motion. Although the maker is unknown and the stone lacks some highly sought colors, the overall design reflects the aesthetic balance and grace typical of late 20th century jewelry.
In a black opal, color is almost more important than the size.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, you probably have to pay $12,000 to $15,000 in a retail setting to buy this ring today.
Holy Outback.
So it was maybe a few years ago. My parents live out in the country, a couple hours from St. Louis, and it was at an estate sale. I thought it was really cool looking, the colors. It was about $200.
The ring itself is beautiful for what it is, for a period ring created at the height of the Art Nouveau movement around 1905. Crafted in 18-karat yellow gold, it features richly colored enamel, small accent diamonds, and a cabochon ruby at its center. The ring is clearly signed Marcus & Co., a prominent New York jewelry firm founded in 1892 by Hermann Marcus, a German immigrant who previously worked for Tiffany & Co., before establishing his own name. The design is characteristically Marcus, drawing strong inspiration from Mughal and Indian aesthetics, visible in the turban-like form of the setting and the bold, harmonious use of color. The central ruby is smoothly polished rather than faceted and displays a saturated pink hue, a tone most commonly associated with Burmese rubies. Due to historical trade restrictions, such stones are comparatively scarce today. The vivid green enamel and bright diamonds are also hallmarks of Marcus & Co., who were especially admired for their mastery of enamel work. Minor age-related wear is present, but it does not diminish the artistic or historical significance of this refined example of early 20th century American jewelry.
For the day, I would say at auction today, it would be worth between $7,000 and $10,000.
Whoa, no way. Oh my gosh, wow. Insure that, honey.
Yeah, absolutely, and for insurance, often
Okay.
double. I mean, I would say
Yeah.
for an insurance value, closer to $20,000 would be reasonable.
Wow.
I was given the ring by my Aunt Margaret. She was a teenager when she got the ring. She showed horses, and Sarah Hines, who was the sister of H.J. Hines, asked her to show their horses for them. And since she was an amateur, she wasn't allowed to receive money. So after 1 year of showing, she was given this jade ring out of Sarah Hines's jade collection.
This is truly a very refined ring, exemplifying the elegance and precision of late 1920s Art Deco jewelry. Based on its geometric design, balanced proportions, and construction, the ring can be dated to around 1928 to 1930, a period when Art Deco was at its height in the United States. At its center is a jade stone of notable quality, valued for both its durability and cultural significance. Jade from this era is especially prized because it is natural and untreated, unlike many modern stones. The color is even and pleasing, with only minor natural inclusions, which are generally accepted in jade and do not detract from its beauty. Over time, the stone appears to have shifted slightly in its setting, and one small sapphire accent in the gallery is missing, highlighting the precision originally required to cut and match the surrounding stones. The ring is mounted in platinum, a material favored during the Art Deco period for its strength and longevity. This choice of metal allowed the ring to withstand frequent wear while maintaining its structure. Altogether, the combination of period-authentic design, natural jade, and platinum mounting makes this ring a fine and representative example of Art Deco craftsmanship.
I think today you're probably looking at $15,000 to $20,000 to have this ring replaced. And I think if you had to sell it to buy a horse at auction, you're probably in the $10,000 to $12,000 range today.
Wow, that's amazing.